So you're probably here for one of three reasons. Reason one, you're never happy with your trousers. You don't know what the problem is, but you don't like the look they give off, and you want to know why and what you can do about it. Reason two, you were insulted by the video title, but before you get mad at me, I'm not saying you look bad in your trousers, I haven't seen you in them. Or reason three, you thought this video was all about underwear, and now you're disappointed. But whatever the reason was for you landing on this video, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you learn something new. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about the common mistakes people make when buying and wearing trousers, and how you can avoid them in the future. If you like this video at any point, please do leave it a like, and now that's all out the way, let's get into the video. So the first reason you might not be getting a good look from your trousers is because of the length of your trousers. The length of your trousers can completely transform a look, so it's really important that you pay attention to it. Now, oversized and relaxed fitting trousers can give off a really good look, but I'll talk about how to style those later on in the video. But unless your trousers are designed to be oversized or relaxed fitting, then they shouldn't gather too much on the top of your shoes. And as a rule of thumb, if you're going for a regular fitting pair of trousers or jeans, then a pair that just hit the top of your shoe is a good length to aim for. If you do want a bit of stacking action going on the top of your shoes, then I wouldn't recommend going for anything more than a full break. Any more than that, things can start to get a little bit sloppy, and we don't want a sloppy outfit. And if you've got to a point where the layers are stacking up on top of your shoes and they're resembling a Viennetta ice cream, then you've gone way too far. Hopefully that reference makes sense, and if not, just have a look at this picture. You don't want to do this with your trousers. But getting the right length on your trousers can be quite tricky, and if you always find this hard, then don't worry, it's a really easy fix. All you need to do is take them to your tailor, tell them they're too long for you, and you'd like them shortened. And they'll do this for a really affordable price. If it's not affordable, ditch them and go to another tailor. On the other hand, when wearing trousers with a crop, how much crop is too much crop? Well, in my opinion, you definitely don't want a crop where it makes it difficult to tell if you're wearing a 3/4 length trouser or not. That is not a great look, in my opinion. For me, I like a crop that sits just above the ankle. Any more than that, and it can look like your trousers are too small for you. Also with my trousers, and especially with crop trousers, I do like to look for a pair with a taper. I think crop trousers with a straight fit lack shape, and they look a little bit odd sometimes, so I definitely prefer a pair with a taper. Now, I've been guilty of this next one, and it really ruins a look in my opinion, but it's relying too heavily on a belt to fix your ill-fitting trousers. I think we've all bought a pair of trousers that were too big for us in the waist. Maybe they were the last ones in the shop and you really wanted them, so you bought them anyway. Or maybe you just lost a load of weight and your old trousers no longer fit you. Sometimes a belt can fix the problem when your trousers are ever so slightly too big for you, but when they're way too big for you, wearing a belt and relying on a belt can cause an absolute mess. When your trousers are way too big, you've got a load of excess material, so when you wrap a belt around it and tighten it up, it just bunches all that excess material all up, and it makes your crotch look an absolute state. But on the other hand, don't try and use a belt to hold a pair of trousers together that are too small for you. Even if your t-shirt is covering up and hiding the mess that lurks beneath, it's still going to give off a really weird look. Your crotch area and your thigh area are just not going to look right, so don't do it. So if something doesn't fit you around the waist, either exchange it for another size, or sell it and put the money towards a pair of trousers or jeans that fit you properly. So I want to talk about the rest of your outfit next. It can sometimes be the rest of your outfit that's letting down the look of your trousers. So for example, if you're wearing a baggier pair of trousers, then wearing a baggier top can make it look like you're just drowning in material. Instead, if you wear something slimmer fitting up top, or with a slight crop in the body, then it's going to balance out the trousers better. And what I like to do to get a well-balanced look is to use something called the rule of thirds. Now, I have talked about this in a previous video, but it's something I always feel works well. So let me show you what I mean. So the rule of thirds, also known as the golden ratio in fashion, but it's basically a guideline for creating well-balanced outfits. So let's have a look at it in action. So here we've got two outfits, and it doesn't matter if the outfits shown are not in your style. They're not really in mine either, but they'll help explain what I mean. So the outfit on the left is not using the rule of thirds, but the outfit on the right is. And I hope you agree that the proportions of the outfit on the right make the outfit look more aesthetically pleasing, and it looks better balanced. You can see where the torso ends and where the legs start, and it makes the legs look longer and it lets the trousers shine. The outfit on the left, however, in my opinion, is a bit shapeless. The length of his top is covering up the top part of his legs, making them appear shorter, and it does the trousers no favours. So let me add in some lines to help explain what I'm talking about, and then I'll show you some examples of some of the best dressed celebs out there who implement the rule of thirds into their outfits. Okay, so now we can see what I'm talking about better. So as we can see, the guy on the right, the top part of his outfit, the sweater, is making up a third of his overall fit, and then his trousers are making up the other 2/3. The outfit on the left, however, is split 50-50, so his top and his trousers are making up the same proportions of his overall fit, and it doesn't give off as good of a look in my opinion. And here we've got another 2 outfits. The one on the left is not using the rule of thirds, and the one on the right is. And again, we've got another 2 outfits, and the one on the left is not using the rule of thirds, and the one on the right is. And here we've got Sanjeev, who's also using the rule of 2/3. The reason I've chosen this outfit is because Sanjeev's wearing a long coat, but the fleece underneath is still breaking up the outfit. So even though the coat's longer, it's still giving off a well-proportioned look. So next we've got David Beckham in a sharp suit, and David is very well respected for his style. And his suit here, I think it's a Dior, but correct me if I'm wrong, but it's using the rule of thirds. His waistcoat breaks up the top of his outfit, and the trousers make up the other 2/3, and I think he looks great. And this is why suits look so sharp in general, because they use the rule of thirds. The tucked-in shirt breaks up the top third of the outfit, and the trousers make up the other 2/3. And even when the blazer is done up, that meeting point in the middle where the jacket is done up still breaks up the outfit. So let's have a look at A$AP Rocky next. His outfit here is also using the rule of thirds. The jacket is making up 1/3 of his overall fit, and the trousers are making up the other 2/3, and it gives off a well-balanced look. Next we've got someone whose name I always butcher, but I'm going to give it my best shot, and it's Timothée Chalamet. Let me know how I did in the comments. So here Timothée is wearing an experimental fit, but he's still using the rule of thirds. So whether you like this outfit or not, it's still well balanced. And he does use the rule of thirds in most of his red carpet outfits. So let's have a look at me next, and here I'm doing everything wrong. I'm in a sweater that splits my body in half, and it makes my legs look shorter, and it does no favours for the trousers that I'm wearing. And as soon as I shorten the length, yes, it's not the best outfit, but it's just an example. You can now see my hips, it lets the trousers shine, and it gives the outfit more shape. And here's another example of me in some relaxed trousers, which I don't wear often. When I've got my tank top untucked, it makes this outfit look shapeless, but as soon as I tuck it in, you can now see the trousers, and the shape it gives this outfit is so much better. The only time I would flip this round and have the top half of my outfit making up 2/3 of my overall fit is if I'm wearing a pair of shorts or with some outerwear that's a bit longer in length. And next up, I want to talk about shoes. Sometimes there's absolutely nothing wrong with your trousers, it's the shoes that's letting them down. So for example, and I know Love Island contestants are not going to agree with me on this one, but if you're wearing skinny jeans, don't wear a pair of chunky sneakers on feet. The proportions are just going to look really wrong in my opinion, and you're better off wearing something with a slimmer silhouette. I also don't think most sneakers work that well with skinny jeans these days, and I think you'll get a much better look with a pair of boots. And for another example, I don't think crop trousers work with every pair of shoes either. Take the New Balance 550 low tops for example. They're really popular right now, and I don't think they work well with crop trousers at all. I think they work so much better with a relaxed fitting pair of trousers with a bit more length. However, a pair of Converse Chuck Taylor 70 high tops work perfectly well with a pair of crop trousers, and I don't think they work as well with a pair of baggier trousers. So basically what I'm saying here is before throwing a pair of trousers out or thinking they don't suit you, try them on with a few different pairs of shoes, because a simple shoe swap, did I say that right? A simple shoe swap might be the only thing that's needed here. Now, the next reason why your trousers might not look good on you is because you're buying cheap. In my opinion, you normally get what you pay for, so it is worth paying a little bit extra for something decent quality. I can normally tell when people are wearing poor quality trousers. Either the cut doesn't look very good, or the quality of the materials just gives off a bit of a bad look. And over time, they're going to lose their shape, the colour might fade, and you're going to end up with a pair of horrible looking trousers. So no matter who wears them, they're not going to give off a great look. The next reason you might not be happy with your trousers is because you're ignoring your body type and you're trying to dress like someone else. Sometimes certain items just won't suit our body shape, and that's just the way it is. So you need to understand what works for you and for your body shape, and dress in a way that suits you best. Now me, who's sat just over there in this video, I didn't give you an example of what I mean, so I'm going to give you one here. So for example, let's take someone who's full of muscle, who's absolutely stacked, and they want to dress like Michael Jackson or, I don't know, Matty Healy from the 1975. Now, if they were to wear the exact same pieces as Matty and Michael wear, then they can't expect to get the exact same look because they're a completely different build to them. Now, there's nothing wrong with looking to others for inspiration. It's actually a good thing. But do keep their build in mind if you're going for a similar look. And this next one is very important, but you've got to love what you're buying. If you're trying on a pair of trousers in store or from the comfort of your own home, the beauty of online shopping these days, but there's been so many times where I've looked in the mirror and thought, they're pretty good, they fit me quite well, but they're not 100% right, and I buy them anyway. 99% of the times that I've done this in the past, further down the line, I've ended up not wearing that pair of trousers. Those small things that made you not quite love that pair of trousers in the first place start to stand out more and more over time, and you end up not liking that pair of trousers. And when you don't feel good in what you're wearing, it can really start to knock your confidence. And if you don't feel confident, then it's probably going to show, and it will let down your look. With enough confidence, you can pull off anything, in my opinion. So it's really important to have confidence in what you're wearing. But that's all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it taught you something new. If it did, please do leave the video a like. If you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I will see you all next week. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. See you later.